Hey guys, my name is Philippe from Launchpad Photo. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my workflow for the image of Harley Quinn. What you're looking at right now is the final edit. That's what it looks like. And this is what the image looked like straight out of the camera. As you can see, some of the lighting equipment is visible. Knowing I had to remove it, I took another photo on a tripod. It looks like this. I then used Photoshop Auto Align to make sure that the layers were lined up properly and masked out the subject. But you can see the transition here is not very good. So I added a blend layer, and that's mainly adjusting the brightness and the colors. Removed the sign on the door and adjusted the skin. It was really hot, some of the makeup had to come off. So for that, I created a hue saturation layer. I desaturated this layer. I changed the blend mode to screen, opacity 70%. I masked out just the area that I wanted to be affected. Now the door looked kind of plain, so I added some graffiti to it. And when doing this, if it's in the background's a little more out of focus on your subject. Make sure that whatever you apply to the background, you match that focus. So I had to blur this a little bit. Also added some noise and some scratches. At the very top of the image, I knew I wanted the lamps to be lower, so I took another photo, a third photo, and that's the lamp, and I just moved it down. And now you can see there's a lamp here, but it's barely visible, so I took a photo of another lamp. I have a couple layers here, let me turn them off for you guys. So there's the lamp, and I actually took a photo of just the filament as well, which creates a little bit of depth in here and makes it look a little more dim. Added some light inside the lamp here, and then the main rays of light coming out of the lamp. Now this is more than one layer. For example, there's a wide beam and a narrow beam. This narrow beam sits inside the wide one, ends about here. Let me turn it off for you guys so you can see it. Off, on, off, on. It creates more of a 3D effect, adds more atmosphere to the image. At the very bottom, I added some fog and just some overall brightness here in this area via this layer. The left corner is a little bit bright, so I darkened that. Dodge and burn, did a lot of that on the hammer, so it looks a little more 3D. You can see the layer on, I'm just brightening the areas that are that have highlights. Off, on. Global levels, that's adding a little bit of contrast to the image. And then the color grading, and this gives it more of a cinematic feel. So I'm adding blues and greens to the shadow, and then I sharpen the image, and there you have it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Thank you very much for watching.